Shalom, everyone. This is Khazak Aliyahu Yasharal, and today we are going to be looking at the land of confusion, a deeper understanding of how Babylon gets us to partake of her sins. And this is based on Revelation 18:4, where we were told, "And I heard another voice from Shamayim saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues." And so, to understand the land of confusion, we have to go to Habereshith, or Genesis 11, verse 8. So Yahuwah scattered them abroad from thence upon the face of all the earth, and they left off to build the city. This was speaking about Babylon at the time of Nimrod, when they strove to build a tower up to the heavens to fight against the Most High. And so he scattered them abroad upon the face of all the earth. So in verse 9, it says, "Therefore is the name of it called Babel, because Yahuwah did there confound the language of all the earth, and from thence did Yahuwah scatter them abroad upon the face of all the earth." So their language was confused and confounded, and they were scattered all over the earth, and all over the earth they went. They brought with them their confusion. And the meaning of Babel there, the meaning of Babel. Babel comes from the Hebrew word Babel, which means confusion. It is the same word that is used to mean Babylon. All right? So Nebuchadnezzar had a dream, and his dream was told to Daniel. And Daniel interpreted the dream and told him that the head of gold that he saw, because Nebuchadnezzar saw a head of gold, chest of silver, thighs of brass, legs of iron, and toes of iron and clay. And the head of gold was Babylon. And the significance of the head is that what controls the man? The head, the brain, the mind. So Babylon is a system that will control the thoughts and the minds of the people of this earth to bring them into destruction. Because in the book of Jeremiah 51, verse 7, the Most High told what he used Babylon for. Because remember, he said, "I create good and I create evil." And he said he created the wicked for the day of evil. So, Babylon, what was Babylon created for? What was evil Babylon created for? "Babylon hath been a golden cup in Yahuwah's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad." So Babylon was given to make the world mad, to make the world drunken. That's what Babylon is used for. And this is underlined in the book of Yabelim, or Jubilees, where the Most High told us that he set evil ruachoth, or evil spirits, upon all the nations, but Yasharal alone, he protected them and preserved them. Jubilees 15:30-32. "For Ishmael and his sons and brothers and Esau, Yahuwah did not cause to approach him, and he chose them not because they are the children of Abraham, because he knew them, but he chose Yasharal to be his people. And he sanctified it and gathered it from amongst all the children of men. For there are many nations and many peoples, and all are his. And over all hath he placed ruachoth, or spirits, in authority to lead them astray from him." That's the use of Babylon, to lead men astray from him. So when you get a religion that comes from the nations, when you get a religion that comes from Babylon, that religion was designed to get people to be led astray from the Most High. That is why we say the word is only about Yashar. It is for Yasharal. So Israel alone is his. So it only comes to people through Yasharal. That is why we only awoke when we came to the understanding of who we are and started worshiping the Most High because of who we are. The worship, the order, the commands that he gave to Yasharal. Otherwise, you'll be worshiping false gods. As Christianity, same thing, false gods. Islam's false gods, Hinduism, Buddhism, whatever you want to call it. As long as it is not Yasharal, it's going to be false gods. Verse 32. But over Yasharal he did not appoint any angel or ruach, for he alone is their ruler. He alone. And he will preserve them. He will preserve them and require them at the hand of his Malachim and his Ruachoth, and at the hand of all his powers, in order that he may preserve them and barak them, and that they may be his, and he may be theirs from henceforth forever. So that's it. Evil Ruachoth, through Babylon, was given over the people. The Most High, he is their ruler alone, that he may preserve them and barak them. How does he preserve us? By commanding us to flee from the midst of Babylon. Come out of her, my people. Go out of the midst of Babylon. That's how he preserves us, because when he's coming with his destruction for those nations, and we are there, we are going to be adjudged as being partakers of their sins. All right, so we're talking about the land of confusion. Now, the presidential race in the United States of America is a very, very serious race. And people go through grueling processes to decide who is the winner. Now, for the past few presidents, we have had a trend that most people have not seen. These people have gone through and proven themselves to be able, to be capable of running. And then when they come into power and they start speaking foolishness. And people are laughing and people are saying, oh, he's not fit to be a leader. He's not fit to be a ruler. He's not this. Anybody who was in there, they will do the same thing. Why? Babylon is the land of confusion. Satan can only thrive in confusion and chaos. Confusion, chaos, lawlessness, rebellion, unbelief, disobedience. He can only thrive in those negative areas. So what do these leaders do? They come and they cause confusion. And as well, they are casting spells on us. We're going to see later on. They're casting spells on those of us who listen to them. That's what they do. Babylon is not like they just come and they're just leading. They are using sorcery, high-level sorcery and enchantments upon the whole world. That is why it says flee out of our midst, because if you stay in, you are going to be subjected to them and their sorceries. And you cannot worship the Most High under the sorceries of the wicked. Yes? So when Trump comes in, he starts talking foolishness. He starts talking, people say, oh, Trump is so silly. Then we had Biden coming in, going through the same grueling process of being selected. And then Biden comes in and Biden starts talking incoherently, starts talking foolishness. And people are like, oh, he has dementia, he's too old for the job, he's too this. It is on purpose. It is on purpose. They are casting spells and they are causing confusion and chaos. And you want to know why it is deliberate? Kamala Harris. She now is talking, and when you hear her talking, she's talking foolishness. She was speaking about Jamaica the other day. And when she was speaking, you could not understand what she's saying. And people took the clip and people were laughing and saying, what is this? It is deliberate. They are talking foolishness. They are casting spells and casting confusion and chaos at the same time. That is how Babylon works. That is how they work. And that is why throughout the CV-19 saga, that is why they were changing things so fast. It seemed as if they didn't have any control. They didn't know what was happening. As if they were just going according, and anything that comes up, they say it. No, it is planned. It is planned to cause confusion. Because they know and understand. These people are masters of psychology. They know the human mind, how it works. They know that when someone is brought into confusion, there is going to be cognitive dissonance. They want a rest. They want a comfort zone. And the comfort zone they want to stop hearing the confusion. So they will do anything to get rid of the confusion. And then they will bow to Babylon, and Babylon will get their way and do with them whatever they want them to do. That's how we are when we get frustrated, when we are confused. And they know that. So they keep changing up everything. The doctor man with the Dr. F that was there, the people are saying he's incompetent and he needs to face the court. And it is deliberate. They change everything to cause the confusion amidst the confusion of the disease. Okay? Babylon is confusion. And what is the main channel through which Babylon casts spells? Because we're talking about spells and their confusion and their chaos and their lawlessness. What is the main channel? The main channel is la televisión, the television. And we are told, and we were warned in Psalm 101 about the television. I will set no wicked thing before mine eyes. I hate the work of them that turn aside. It shall not cleave to me. So no wicked thing should be before our eyes. So that television is in our house. We bring in wickedness in our houses. We bring in wickedness in our houses. A froward heart shall depart from me. I will not know a wicked person. They'll bring in wicked persons into your house every single day on that television. Whoso privily slandereth his neighbor, him will I cut off. Him that hath an high look and a proud heart will not I suffer. We bring in the froward, the slanderers, those proud with high looks, we bring them in every day in our houses. Mine eyes shall be upon the faithful of the land, that they may dwell with me. He that walketh in a perfect way, he shall serve me. So our eyes should not be on the wickedness, our eyes should be on the righteous. Verse 7, he that worketh deceit shall not dwell within my house. He that telleth lies shall not tarry in my sight. That's what we bring in every day. The news, lies, deceit, dwelling in our houses every day. And so they are able to carry out their enchantments on us and their sorceries on us and their confusion upon us. Now, when I was back in the days of sin and I was an avid listener to music, and the music that I listen to, all types of music all over. And I was really into those really satanic, devilish music, rock music, etc. And one of the groups that I liked was Genesis, and they have a song called The Land of Confusion. And when these people are writing songs, I don't know if they actually are writing because they know what's happening or what is to come, but they write under inspiration of the devil, it seems. And they are speaking about things that they don't truly understand, or maybe they do understand, and just putting out the word. But they had a song that I liked called The Land of Confusion. And it goes, there's too many men, too many people making too many problems. Population. Too many men, too many people making too many problems. These people, they blame us. Just like climate change, they blame us for the climate change problem. Yes? They say we are causing it. No, they are the ones who have their big factories manufacturing all sorts of things. China, for example, filling up the world with their pollutants. And then a little place like Jamaica, where there are hardly any factories, is now caught up in the midst having, I think they have a climate change minister, I think, with this climate change thing. Oh, climate change. And the United States, industrial countries, they are not blaming themselves. They blame us. It's the same thing here. There are too many men, too many people making too many problems. All right? And not much love to go around. Can't you see this is a land of confusion? And they say not much love to go around. So we are causing the problem and there's not much love to go around. So to get rid of the problems, you need to get rid of the too many people. That's what this song is saying. This is the world we live in. And these are the hands we are given. Use them and let's start trying to make it a place worth living in. What are they saying? Use our hands and try to reduce the population of the world so that there can be enough love to go around and it can be a world worth living in. Woo! Then guess what the next verse says? The next verse is mocking Yahushua HaMashiach, the Messiah. Mocking him. He's a Superman. He says, "Oh, Superman, where are you now? When everything's gone wrong somehow." The men of steel, men of power are losing control by the hour. So they are losing control because there are too many of us. They're saying, "Superman, where are you now? Where are you to fix this thing?" No, you can't fix it. We are going to fix it. This is a time. This is a place. So we look for the future. But there's not much love to go around. Tell me this is a land of confusion. There's not much love to go around. So get rid of the population so we can have love to go around. Superman is not fixing it. We are going to fix it. Tell me why this is a land of confusion. And he's saying that is why we have to make it a land of confusion in order to attain unto our goal. That is their thing, people. That is their idea. That is why Trump, Biden, Harris, they are bungling, speaking all sorts of foolishness that we cannot understand. That is why they make it a land of confusion, because this is the world we live in, and this is the hands we have given to make it a world worth living in by reducing the population of the world. This is Babylon. And as long as you're in Babylon, Babylon is going to try to destroy you. They're going to try to reduce the population, try to kill you. That is why you have to come out of her before Babylon is destroyed. And we know these people work through order out of chaos. They have to create the chaos. That's why the confusion. They create the chaos and present the order. So by creating the chaos, they have control over the chaos. So they have control over the chaos because they are the ones causing it, not us. So we are powerless. So they create the chaos and then they present the solution and then they get control. That is how they are doing the world today. And that is how they got control through the CV-19 saga. Yes, they had us going through lockdowns, to the point that we are locked down and curfews. Here in Jamaica, curfews and everything. They had control through the confusion. And now they have control over us, so much so, it's going to be very hard for us to gain back that control. All right? So Babylon uses enchantments. We said chaos, confusion, but enchantments and sorceries are what they also use. So when these world leaders are speaking, they are speaking enchantments. They are casting spells. That is how Babylon runs and Babylon gains control. The spells come through the television. That is the main source where the spells come through. Because one person speaks and then the whole entire populace is just there. Dumbed down, listening to all the spells that they are casting. Spells through words that we don't understand, but they understand. Let's go to the book of Yeshayahu 47. We'll go verse 1, and then we'll go to verses 9 to 12. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Verse 9. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day. This is the destruction that the Most High wants to preserve us from when he says to flee from the midst of Babylon. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day. The loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. Babylon. The sorceries there refers to the use of powers that you have gained through the control of or inspiration from evil spirits. Enchantments. I think we're going to look at the meaning of enchantments. Enchantments there refer to the casting of spells. All right, that's what we're talking about with the leaders are speaking. All right. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. So they are doing these things thinking that nobody sees nor nobody understands what they are doing. That's how they do it. They just do their thing. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. So they think that there is no one seeing them. No one can have anything to do against what they are doing. So they use their wisdom and their knowledge in order to deceive the entire world. 11. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth. That's why we're telling people the destruction of Babylon is going to come just like that. That's why we are told to flee before it happens. And mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. That's why we have to flee, people. But verse 12 says, stand now with thine enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so, thou shalt be able to profit. If so be, thou mayest prevail. So from ever since Babylon has been using enchantments and sorceries. So, if you look at the meaning of enchantment, the word enchantment is from the Hebrew chaber, which means a spell, a charmer, enchantment. But very important for us, because the E in the Hebrew, the pronunciation of the E in the Hebrew, it is still the same aleph, the same A. So chaber and kabar are the same thing. So the children of Yashua went to dwell by the river Chebar. That means when we are in captivity, we are made to dwell under Babylon's enchantment. Yechezkel 3, verse 15. Then I came to them of the captivity at Tel Abib, that dwelt by the river of Chebar. Here it is, the river of enchantment. And I sat where they sat, and remained there astonished among them 7 days. Astonished as to the captivity, for 7 days they dwelt by Chebar. This is spiritually telling us that we are going to be under the enchantment. It is just this morning I saw this. Never saw this before. And realized we are going to dwell under the enchantment. But he's going to tell us when to leave from under the enchantment. So, after Yechezkel dwelt with them, it says, and it came to pass at the end of 7 days that the word of Yahuwah came unto me, saying, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Yasharal. So a period passed while they were there, before the Most High told Yechezkel that he is a watchman and he should show them their sins. And it came to pass at the end of 7 days that the word of Yahuwah came unto me, saying, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Yasharal. Therefore hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. The Most High gives certain of us certain insights that he does not give other people first. Okay? And this is to warn the people, to give them warning from him. And if we don't deliver it, then we are going to be found to be guilty. Now, what warning is he giving us? And what warning are we delivering today? What warning are we delivering? Jeremiah 51 verse 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity. For this is the time of Yahuwah's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. Flee out of the midst of Babylon. Deliver your soul. Do not be cut off when the Most High judges Babylon, because this is the time of his vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. Revelation 18:4. And I heard another voice from Shamahim saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. This is what we are saying here today. Babylon, using enchantment, sorceries, chaos, confusion, lawlessness to get us under his control, to bring us into destruction, the land of confusion, in order to reduce the population and in order to destroy the people of the Most High. The only way we can move away from this is to come out of her, flee from her midst. And that is the message that we have been speaking from when we have been doing this series on Babylon. The things that we speak, we have not planned them. I was just sleeping this morning, and as I awoke, this just came. It was dropped in my rock, and I was there lying down, getting everything. And then when I got up, I just quickly got up and jotted it down. That's how the Most High works and speaks to his people. So I did not come and say I'm going to speak about this and Babylon over and over. No, it is just the works of the Most High and just being obedient and speaking his word. Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her plagues. All right? So, what can I say? Thank you for watching. This is Khazak Aliyahu Yasharal. I want to ask you to just like, if you like, share if you care, comment if you will, and subscribe. Share, very important that you share this video and our videos to help to let our channel grow. All right, our channel has been growing very, very quickly. By the time I said we have 100 subscribers and was celebrating that, by the time I looked, it was 114. It is growing quickly, and it is because you are sharing. Please continue to share our videos, all right? Okay, all right. Till next time, shalom.